So I've already like uploaded a video, but it was like a really shitty video and I just wasn't really into what I was saying, and now I'm not into the video, so I'm probably going to end up deleting it. And right after I uploaded that video, I found out a bunch of other tea and I've got a whole ass list. So let's get started. In my last video, I talked about Benefit and NARS's foundation shade range, and I don't know how to say his last name, but Kevin Khan. He passed away before his makeup was released, but they continue to like make it and release it in his name, but it's got nothing to do with him. His foundation shade range is so much worse. There is literally not a single shade for dark skinned people. Not a single shade. The darkest shade they have is like a kind of dark medium tone. Their shade range is just like awful and it's nasty. And I know nothing about Kevin Khan, so I don't know. I would hope that he would have done this a lot better, but I personally just think it sucks because if like I passed away before releasing my makeup brand and then they continue to release this shitty ass shade range in my name, I would be pissed. Okay, so Tati's been getting a lot of heat recently because she said that she's not shipping out makeup. I'm pretty sure it was due to like the pandemic that's going around, and she just said that she's like not gonna ship it out. I'm assuming it's for like an extra precaution because like why would you be, you know, hands and touching and shit, spreading of bacteria, all that yummy stuff. So she said that she's not gonna ship out any more makeup, and people are giving her shit like, I wanted to buy this, why, and now I can't buy it. I'm sure there are more things to worry about, and second of all, there are other stores that are still shipping out makeup. So if you're that desperate to buy makeup, just buy makeup. Nobody needs to buy makeup right now either. So if you have makeup, just use that makeup, and if you don't have makeup, tough shit. And she also said that she was going to release these vitamin pills or whatever, but because of what's going around, she's not gonna like release them, and she gave out alternatives to the vitamins that she was going to sell. And then everyone else was like giving her shit like, you're just trying to promote your vitamins, this is all for promo, this is just so that we can buy your shit. Like, she just said that she's not going to release it, and now she's giving alternatives for you to buy. Where is the logic in her trying to promote her shit? The vitamins were for like immunity and shit, and she was telling people that like these things could replace my products. So if you need an extra like immunity boost or whatever right now, you could buy these products instead. How is that promoting her vitamins? She's literally not even coming out with the vitamins right now. She's giving alternatives, meaning that you're not going to be buying her vitamins, you're going to be buying somebody else's shit. Okay, so there's this guy called Elijah Daniel who does a lot of like charity stuff and donations and whatever to like homeless people, and right now with the pandemic going around, there's a lot of risk for homeless people, and he basically just has like a truck and he like drives around giving homeless people shit. And he added Jeffree Star asking him if he had an open warehouse that he could donate for a week so that they could use it to hold supplies for their charity, because they already have 2 running at full capacity and they need more space. And Jeffree Star's response was to unfollow him. Jeffree Star claimed that he unfollowed him months ago and said, I've donated countless money behind the scenes to non-profit organizations to help people who are suffering from coronavirus. Your agenda shouldn't be to start drama with me when we are in the same battle. Well, that's got nothing, oh my god. If you didn't want to lend him a warehouse, just say, sorry, no, I can't do that. You don't have to be like, well, I've already donated money, so like, I'm not gonna help you. How is that? I don't think I need to explain how dumb this is. Just because you've done good things in the past doesn't mean that you have to stop doing good things in the future. I've just spent the last 20 minutes shouting and I wasn't even recording, so that's a vibe, and I don't know where I'm up to because I'm not doing it in order. I'm assuming I haven't talked about Niki DeMartino yet, but basically she got a bracelet from a fan at like a meet and greet or something, and a manager basically goes through all of her gifts and shit that she gets to make sure that there's nothing wrong with them and that they're safe and that she could have them. And so she got the bracelet, and it was a bracelet, and it was a nice bracelet, and so she put it on her wrist because that's what you do with the bracelet. And then I'm assuming she started wearing them in like videos or some shit. So the guy that made the bracelet started ranting on Twitter and was like, Nikki is so disrespectful, I made her this beautiful bracelet and she didn't even shout me out, she didn't give me any promo. And it's like, you didn't tell her to. There was no note attached to the bracelet, she just got a bracelet. You never DM'd her saying that you wanted promo, you never asked her politely for promo, you just started ranting about her and told her that she was disrespectful for not giving you the promo that you never asked her for. She didn't know it was from you, so how in the hell is she supposed to know that she was supposed to shout you out. And it was just a missed opportunity because supposedly he had like really good stuff on his store or whatever. He's apparently like really talented in making these things, and he could have gotten promo and he could have gotten like more customers if he was just nicer about it. So this is the last time I'm going to be speaking about Trisha Paytas because honestly at this point it's getting annoying. I just saw some stuff on my timeline. I don't know if it's like new news or if it was just people talking about this or whatever, but this is going to be the last time talking about Trisha Paytas because she's getting annoying and on my nerves and I'm over it. But this is more about Nin than it is about Trisha. So Dissociated on Instagram and YouTube have been getting hacked a lot recently. I think it was like over 30 times. People are suspecting that it is Trisha's doing because this started when Trisha pretended to have DID and made fun of people with DID and called them crazy, and then she got called out for being a cunt. So people are speculating it's either Trisha or one of Trisha's fans. And there's also been an account called Tatiana who's been giving Dissociated's YouTube channel like a bunch of hate, and the account is just dedicated to Trisha about how much Trisha is fucking amazing or whatnot, and it's just like constantly hitting on Nin and her channel, and people are speculating that this is Trisha as well because Trisha's alters, their names always start with the letter T. Obviously none of it is confirmed to be Trisha, but I don't think anyone would be surprised if it was because she's just that kind of person that would do that. She's very selfish and annoying and oversensitive and just not a decent human being, so I don't know why people are still supporting her. I've got to talk about this, but the girlfriend that Trisha mentioned in her video where she pretended to have DID has come out and said that she was very offended by the video that Trisha made and that she did the wrong thing. Charli Damelio has been getting a lot of hate ever since she's blown up on TikTok because she blew up very fast and she's famous because she dances on TikTok, which a lot of people think is nasty and like just useless, and she shouldn't be famous for it because it's no talent involved whatsoever. But okay, I don't know much about her, but I don't think anyone deserves hate from dancing on TikTok. A lot of the hate is about either her dancing or her appearances. It's got nothing to do with her character. Honestly, she's pretty and she's like decent at dancing. Obviously it's like TikTok dancers, so how the fuck are we gonna know if she's like actually decent at dancing? From like TikTok dancers, she's not bad. And if you're gonna go on about how she got famous without having any talent, why are we not giving more hate to the Kardashians? Just a question. I just feel like for a 15-year-old girl, she's getting so much hate for absolutely nothing. And she's been organizing this meet and greet, and the VIP price is $100. And I feel like I think the main like thing of the VIP ticket is that you get to make a TikTok with her, and everyone's giving her hate, and it's like because they think that $100 is ridiculous. But first of all, that's the VIP price, so you don't have to get that one, just get another one. Because like at least it's not like $500, you know? Nobody's gonna want to spend $500 to see somebody sing and kick. But secondly, if it was like a cheap price, then everyone's gonna be wanting to make TikToks with her, and she's gonna be there all day miserable and bored and exhausted, and it's just not good for her. I also don't think that a 15-year-old girl who's only just blown up and has no experience with like fame or whatever would have a good idea of what to price her meet and greet tickets at. It's likely that somebody did most of it for her, or at least like suggested prices for her. And thirdly, all of the money that is not going to security for that meet and greet is going to a charity. So for $100, you get to meet Charli, make a TikTok with her, and then have your money go to charity, which to me doesn't seem that bad. There's also been like rumors that Lil Huddy was like cheating on her. They've like never publicly officially been together, but basically what has happened is...
So everybody wants to know about you guys dating, and you guys are kind of like not really saying it, but you guys are a couple.
Not officially dating, but it's a thing at the moment.
So Charli was like confused. I'm assuming they never like talked about like what their like relationship status was, but then while he was like having a thing with Charli, he was also texting another girl who also happened to be his friend's girlfriend.
Ace did something that I found out, and correct, it may have not been my place to say anything, but I did to someone, and he got mad at me, and so that's already unfollow.
This is when he was talking to Charli, though. He was talking to right? Yeah. This is when he was trying everybody. Yeah.
He may or may not, definitely did, tried to do something to someone that I...
With someone, he tried to do... But the thing is, it's so hard. The thing is, I don't even know why he's mad, because like...
I think he's mad because he was caught.
And then basically everyone found out because someone told everyone, and then it got leaked and stuff. But it's okay, because like I just don't like being a part of drama, and I don't think I'm a part of drama. Like I mean, like I guess like I was involved in it, but like I don't care. I didn't do anything wrong, so yeah.
So I don't know how far this like evidence goes, but I just know that it's not really confirmed. But my take on it is they should have talked about their relationship, because they were obviously on different pages on where it was going and what it was. In his mind, since he wasn't actually with Charli at the time, it wouldn't have been that bad if the girl didn't also happen to be his friend's girlfriend. But like if it did happen, I could definitely see why Charli would be like mad or upset about it, because obviously she thought that it was like an actual thing. Nikita Dragun has come out with a reality show which is pretty Tana Mojo-y in the sense that it's, you know, it's a YouTuber reality show that implies it's going to be more realistic and reality based than it really is. From what I've seen of it, it's just her talking about wanting a boyfriend and then acting extremely undateable. I just think both Nikita and Tana's reality shows need to stop, because they're both so... The reality shows just ain't it. They're like irritating and they make them look extra bad. Nikita just... For the first part, okay, let me just walk y'all through this. Nikita talked about how she's got followers and money, and then she talked about how she doesn't really have a dating experience and that she wants a boyfriend, and how this friend that she has, she had like the fattest crush on when they met, but now he's like in love with her. And then she was like flirting with him, but then she goes on a date with somebody else and just hides it from him. And during the date, she was asking him about what his type was. He said, oh, I don't really have a type, but like let me tell you about my exes, because that might give you an idea. She got irritated. She was like, I hate when people talk about their exes, this bitch better be paying for the meal. And then she ran back to her friend who's supposedly in love with her because the date went bad. So she just seems really irritating and narcissistic and selfish in the episode, because it just seems like, you know, he's the guy best friend who she knows she can use because he supposedly has feelings for her, and whenever she doesn't get the guy that she wants, or whenever the guy that she wants turns out to be an asshole, she'll just go back to her guy best friend and kind of fuck with him a bit, which is nasty. Don't do that. Lastly, Idubbbz has been, I don't think it's like a scandal. I don't know what to call this. He's been called out, I guess. It's nothing serious. But basically, people have been calling him a simp because his girlfriend started an OnlyFans account where she posts like lewd pictures of herself. Then he came out saying basically that he was alright with it, and that, you know, people are just being generally annoying about it, and that some of it's like fun, like most of it's like memes and stuff, and he's like perfectly fine with that because it's funny, it's memey, it's memeable content. Like, you know, his girlfriend's got an OnlyFans and she's still dating him and all that yummy stuff. But then some people are just being straight up annoying and low-key harassing them. What I've gathered is that a lot of people are upset because she's just like a bad person rather than she's got an OnlyFans account. And apparently he's been deleting comments because there was like a top liked comment about like all the shitty things that his girlfriend has done, and it just like disappeared. I mean, if it was me and people were like listing all the shitty things that like my partner was doing, then like I would probably delete it, because that's like really not that nice. But like I also see where they're coming from. Like she seemed like I mean, I haven't seen the list, but like assuming that they have like good reasons as to why she's a shitty person, then like I'd see where they're coming from, because she, like, the list was long. I don't know what was on the list, but it was long. So if they had good reasons, then yeah, she's kind of like not the right person for him to be with. So yeah, the video that he came out saying, you know, like, why y'all hating, this is fucking ridiculous and y'all are being annoying, it got a lot of dislikes and people just weren't buying it. And from the clips that I've seen of the video, I haven't seen the video, but from the clips that I have seen, it wasn't actually that bad. I don't see why people are a bit on edge about it. I do understand the kind of nitpicky nature of it, but like, how else would he make the video? You know what I mean? Like, it seems like this was for the topic and the information that he has. That seems like quite a good video. So yeah, remember to stay safe, wash your hands, and use hand sanitizer.